This video is brought to you by QuizTones, my all-time favorite app for learning frequency. Go grab it. What is up, friend? Today I have a really special video for you. I want to show you guys how to make these stock drums that are inside of GarageBand sound awesome and sound big and sound full. What we're going to do is we're going to start with this pop rock guy, and then we are going to mix this and make it sound big and full and kind of massive. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a library preset that allows you to pull this sound up every single time you're writing a song or you're working on something. That way you get to a great sound faster. And the cool part is the preset is going to be completely manipulatable. So you can actually go in here and mess with these different settings and you still will have that same big drum sound. So let's jump right into this. So let's listen real quick to this drum. I've got pop rock. We got Kyle, Master Kyle on the drums. Let's listen. Right? Sounds like a great loop. This is a good start. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to zoom in here, and I'm actually going to move this waveform, and we're going to move it to 3 here, to bar 3. I like to start all songs on bar 3 just to give you a little wiggle room, just in case you want to mess with something or change things. So if we zoom in on this waveform here, we're kind of cutting it off. If I move this out, you can see right there what's being cut off. So I like to make sure that we have that very first start of the note so it doesn't mess anything up, basically. All right, so let's move this loop just to there and make sure it's still the same. Great, sounds great. Okay, let's get to mixing this thing. So we're gonna open up our plugins here, and we have just that comes stock on here. We have the normal channel EQ, and then we have the compressor. We're actually going to turn this compressor off, so we're not going to use this. And we're going to open up this channel EQ, and the one thing that I want to check, normally whenever I do my plugin chain, I like to use this EQ to clean stuff up a little bit. And so what we're going to do is, just from listening to this kind of sample, the kick is just a little tiny bit muddy in this low end here. So we're going to find that and clean it up real quick. Okay, that might seem super subtle, but it's just a little tiny cleanup. That's all we're doing. All right, so then we're going to move to compression. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this Tokyo Dawn Labs TDR Kotelnikov. This is a mastering compressor. I have a link in the description where you can download all my favorite free plugins. This is a free plugin and it works really great. And of course, you'll need these for these library presets to work, which I'll also include a link with this library preset with a video so that you know where to put it on your computer and how to access it. That way you can just start off with this sound that we make. All right, great. So what we're going to do is we're going to compress this pretty intensely, pretty crazy. So I'm going to raise this ratio up here to about 4:1. And then this release RMS, we're going to lower this down to about 80. We'll kind of see here. All right, so we are looking for a very heavily compressed sound. That's what we want. And these are the attack and release of the compressor. Basically, I just want a kind of fast attack and a kind of fast release. That's what we're looking for. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this makeup gain. I'm going to bring it all the way down to nothing. And then we have dry mix here. All right, so we're going to bring this all the way up to 0. So now the plugin should basically be doing nothing. Right, there's no difference because we have what we did all the way down and we have our dry mix, which is no compression, up. So what we're going to do is we're going to blend these together. This is where this gets really powerful and really cool. So let's blend these together, and I'm going to bring up this makeup gain until I think it sounds awesome. So you can hear we're getting a bunch of volume, obviously, but we're getting some nice crunchiness. We're getting some really cool compression, but we're also having that dry mix there. So it's like a balance between the two worlds. And it sounds really good. Let's turn it off real quick one more time. Just sounds kind of plain. And then on. Makes a big difference. So this is called parallel compression. We're basically blending a dry signal of no compression in a super compressed signal. And it allows you to get a really nice compressed drum sound while also maintaining the true integrity of the drum set, right? The dry, non-compressed version. It's just the best of both worlds. All right, so now we're gonna add another plugin. We're gonna go to our Fuse Audio Labs RS EQ. We're just going to call it, I always say this name and it's just a lot. So you can kind of see in this chain, we got some cleanup EQ, which really we just needed a tiny, tiny little bit just to clean up a little bit of that low end kick. And then we've got our compressor, and then we have some vibe EQ. That's what I call this. So now that we have a clean sound and it's big and full, now we can make it even sweeter. So I'm gonna boost a little bit of 110 hertz here. And then I'm gonna boost a little bit of high end, and then we might add some drive. This drive thing's really cool. So let's see what we can get here. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Now the only thing missing, I think, is maybe a little bit of room tone. So let's add a little bit of this this room tone here. It's pretty sweet. All right, so let's do a little before and after. Let's do all plugins off. On. Huge difference, huge difference. And this kind of sound might get you really excited to lay down a bass real quick over it, or anything like that, or a vocal or percussion or synths or whatever you want. Pull in some samples, and it gets really powerful once you kind of have a preset that at least gets you like 80% there in terms of the drum sound, right? So the cool part now is what we can do is, now that we have our awesome drum sound, we love it, everything is really, really great, we can actually save this as a library preset that will load up every single time we want this sound. So if we're writing a song, we're like, ooh, I really want this kind of sound that's really compressed and big, then you can pull it up at any point. So we're gonna make sure that our track is selected here, all right? And you can name it. So let's just go ahead and name this Big Pop Kit. We'll just say Big Pop Kit. And then we're going to go over here and make sure that your library is open, this little button here, and then we're going to hit save. All right, so this opens up into our patches for our instrument, which is what we want. So we're going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call this JW Drums. That's Josh West Drums. So you can create different folders for different types of sounds. You can create different folders for different projects, stuff like that, so you can kind of keep track. Or you can just keep them all listed here, so you can kind of scroll through them. But I like to keep it a little bit organized. So then we've got our Big Pop Kit already there. See, same thing. And we're going to hit save. Save. So now we have sounds Big Pop Kit, right? So just for fun, I'm going to add another drummer track. We'll say create. SoCal. So then now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to our drum kit and then our user patches. User patches, there's our JW drums. I'm going to hit that. And then I'm going to hit Big Pop Kit. named it. We've got our exact EQ, our exact compression, and our vibey EQ. Pretty sweet, huh? Pretty sweet. So if you want this preset, I have a link in the description that allows you to download this, and then I have a little short video that shows you where to put this on your computer so that you can access it every single time that you want it. If you really like the way this flows and you really like these library presets and you want to see more of these videos, or maybe you want like a preset pack that I can give you for all these different drummers, then definitely throw them in the comments and we'll start from there. Awesome. I really hope that this helps you. I hope this helps you get inspired to open up your computer today and write a song and start mixing. That's what I want for you. That's the point of this entire channel. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to download those free plugins, download the preset that is off of this video, and also for QuizTones. A huge thank you to QuizTones for sponsoring the video. They're amazing. And if you truly want to learn how to EQ vocals, how to EQ instruments, EQ drums, QuizTones is the thing that will train you and train your ear to know what frequencies that you need to be adjusting. Thanks so much, friend, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.